Getting the lesson off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Akakodash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elder bishops at Great Millstone, who taught me this truth through the spirit and the power of Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Peace and salutations to the brothers out there pushing this truth, the 100% truth out there on the highways and the byways, the Akim. So the last few sisters out there listening. Kabor, back with another lesson through the spirit. And just want to come and tell you something that's happening in the news right now. Uh, there's been a lot of things going on in the news, actually. I was going to touch base on this and probably mention the other thing as well. The Lord is definitely, what is said is going to happen is going to start to start being put on the earth. And on Babylon the Great, it's speeding up as well. They said they destroyed they one of their facilities or planes or something like that, or jets or whatever, got hit and it did $13 billion in damage. Uh, American soldiers are still getting cooked in the midst of war. You have American cities, or you have American city that's still shut down. I'm pretty sure it's been shut down for at least 3 to 4 days now, maybe even 5. They they whole emergency response services got shut off, and then you also have the Northern Kingdom catching hell from the Heavenly Father, Al-Shadia, the God of all supernatural powers. So when is Jake gonna wake up and smell the roses? The answer to that question is when missiles are flying and falling out of the sky, because they're not even gonna understand it in Jacob's trouble. Right. So, it says death toll rises after 7.4 Columbia earthquake rescue research rubble. And best believe once you have rubble and stuff like that, that's destroying whole infrastructures, there's gonna be way more people that are dead or also shall fall with thee in the night, and I will destroy thy mother. Barak, Barak. My point, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God, I will also forget thy children. So like, the Lord is since y'all rejected the knowledge that the Lord put on the streets, on the highways and the byways, in that day when you call upon him in the time of your calamity, the Lord is gonna turn his back on you, man. Uh we're in a grace period right now, but like I say, there's no telling how long that's gonna last. You know, we don't have much more time in this place. And I know we say that a lot, but the signs that's showing forth in these days are undeniable. You know, Lord's just making it more and more known and more evident what's going on. So there's no denying it, and it's just gonna become more and more clear. It says, as they were increased, so they sinned against me. Therefore, will I change their glory into shame. Okay. And the Lord has done that. We've been brought down to a very low state. And there's a reason why you always see bad things like this happen to low impoverished nations, quote unquote, right? Venezuela just caught hell with earthquakes a couple months ago, right? These are two uh Northern Kingdom nations, tribe of Asher, who have both been catching hell mainly this whole year, right? Because Venezuela has been going through it this whole year, man. So this is how we know. And even with the race wars, it's gonna start translating to the Southern Kingdom very soon. But the Lord is cleansing the house of Israel. That's sifting the seeds, right? Very soon, man. The elect is gonna get called up. They're gonna hear their names called, Lord will. It's us. So it says more than 200 people are now believed dead as rescuers entered. As rescuers entered their second day of searching for survivors in the rubble after a powerful magnitude 7.4 earthquake struck Colombia, right? So you wonder why it's just like this very gloomy spirit over the earth as a whole. Like people ask, why is it just so much bad stuff going on? Why do things cost so much? Yada yada yada. And it's no coincidence, man, that all these things are happening at the same time. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and play this. Fair use, fair use. I'm not making any money off of this video. It's not monetized, so YouTube, please do not strike this video down.
Marian University is like a home to me.
Campus is where I made friends that I know will last a lifetime.
Academic.
Okay, Lord is displaying and is going to continue to display immense amount of judgment on the Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, because y'all transgressed against the Lord, man. Y'all don't want to accept the fact that the Israelites, as the elder Pastor Hart once said, a lot of these niggas are not built for royalty, for kingship, man. And I'm not directly quoting him, just a loose quotation to not bearing false witness. I'm not saying he said that exactly, but he said something along those lines. And I was actually thinking about that yesterday when I was doing my walk because I just thought about it. We're literally the greatest group of people on the earth, right? Brothers look at themselves and hold themselves, or you at least you should, I would hope so, hold yourself to a king like mindset because that's who we are, right? We just, our glory has been taken away from us. That doesn't mean you can't be in that same spirit while you're in captivity. But I was thinking about that, telling my friends about the truth and whatnot. How the hell could you not want to accept this? Because you're not built for that lifestyle. It takes a lot to be a king, being a leader. And a lot of people don't want to be leaders, they want to be followers because it's easier to do. Well, fuck easy. We don't get that choice or that luxury, right? Let me go to this. Live your life on easy mode, you'll never appreciate anything. More and more death and destruction to come in these near times that we're in, man. Because the Lord is wrath. He's wrath with the world and more specifically his people. Because look at what the hell the Lord created, a beautiful creation, right? The Lord created a beautiful creation. He made the world and human beings. And what did they do? They went off and went against his direction. That would piss anybody off. If you make something that beautiful and it just goes to waste pretty much and is being misused and mistreated for evil and iniquity. So like this verse is not popping up. Job 28:20, whence then cometh wisdom, and where is the place of understanding? Seeing it is hid from the eyes of all living, and kept closed from the fowls of the air. Destruction and death say, we have heard the fame thereof with our ears. So like it says, destruction and death say, we've heard only rumors of where wisdom can be found. Most our power alone understands the way to wisdom, united how hard the wind should blow, and how much rain should fall. He made the laws for the rain and laid out a path for the lightning. Then he saw wisdom and evaluated it. He set it in a place, he set it in place and examined it thoroughly. And this is what he says to all humanity. The fear of the Lord is true wisdom. To forsake evil is real understanding, right? So in those days, once you see the more and more death and destruction, and the brother was just talking about this, GMSKC prophets, right? When you start seeing these calamities come on the earth, the brothers and the people who have the true wisdom on the earth is gonna shine bright like a diamond. Now he didn't say that. I'm just putting it in my own words, but they're gonna shine bright like a diamond. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be any question as to who has the wisdom. It's gonna be the people who are the most calm and who have the most guidance and understanding of what's going on in those times. And that's when the women are gonna start flocking. Men might inquire because the scriptures talk about that. You know, those who have uh the Lord, you know what I'm saying, the blessing of the Lord on their side in those days. They want to touch the heel of a Jew, you know, an Israelite, right? They wants to come with us because we've heard that you have the protection of Yahweh Shema Shah. So we're gonna be making the choices and the decisions in those days, man. But you niggas over here, 7.4 earthquake keeps increasing. So clearly that's, you know, because it wouldn't be talking about it if it wasn't relevant. Lord is making an example of you niggas. And this is just a very, 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 very small fraction of what the Lord can do, you know? Or people with the blast of his nostrils, bro, just by breathing. You know how powerful you gotta be to do that? Zephaniah 3 and 5. The just Yahweh is in the midst thereof, he will not do iniquity. Every morning, though he bring his judgment to light, he faileth not, but the unjust knoweth no shame. None of these people who just suffered that devastation, Washington called it devastation. None of those people who suffered that judgment are going to inquire or understand this the Lord, the one who did those things. That is judgment from Yahweh Shem Shah. Because they're going to continue to do wickedness, you know? Says, I've cut off the nations, their towers are desolate, I make their streets waste. That none passes by. The Lord is the one who did these things, man. He's the one who allowed these things to happen in the earth. No one. So like, forgot I got water with me. Hold on. This says, I cut off the nations, their towers are desolate. I made their streets waste, that none passes by. Their cities are destroyed. So so it shouldn't be no type of the hell? It's like there shouldn't be any type of confusion as to how or what took place. I said, surely thou will fear me, thou will receive instruction, you know? So their dwelling should not be cut off, right? The Lord doesn't want to completely delete us all, which is why there's gonna be a remnant that's left that actually understand it and that's going that are abiding by the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of their abilities right now. But the majority don't consider it, which is why they have to be cut off. I said, surely thou will fear me, thou will receive instruction, so their dwelling should not be cut off. Howsoever I punished them, but they rose early and corrupted all their doings, right? So y'all just said, fuck it. Let's just continue to do more and more iniquity. It's almost like you purposely are trying to piss the Lord off. You know, someone tells you to do something and you do the exact opposite, knowing that they gave you clear instructions as to what to do. And fuck it, I'm gonna do it my own way. Fuck you. That's pretty much what you're saying. especially them native. I said native. The Northern Kingdom Jakes. No, y'all got hella false demon ass gods over there. So why the Lord fucking y'all up right now? But Jake, you're not off the hook neither. Judah, the Southern Kingdom, you're not off the hook neither. You damn nigglets. Lord's gonna fuck y'all up too over here. The majority of the wickedness is over here. Y'all niggas aren't off the hook, you know? And I can't wait till that day. Damn nigga woman drop. Y'all think shit, everything is a fucking game. It's only happening to them. It don't got nothing to do with us. Just like when Jake was getting, when motherfuckers was getting rounded up by ICE and they still doing that shit. Still stopping you niggas. Y'all thought, oh, it's only happening to the Mexicans and the Latinos and shit. It ain't gonna happen to us. Nah, nigga, you Haitians, you Nigerians, you niggas, y'all could too. The hell, you're not exempt. Y'all all Jake. Fuck, you thought you was exempt because your skin a little bit darker. No, nigga. Just like the Latinos, you thought you was exempt from the shit that was happening to the Southern Kingdom just because you a little more pale. Motherfucker want to be like Esau so fucking bad. Want to be pale as hell. Want to be down there white so fucking bad. But they still look at you like a nigga, dumbass. Just like the niggas back in the time of the Maccabees. The ones who want to be like the Greeks so bad, yet they still oppress your dumb ass. That's why the Lord fucking y'all up now. But that's just bringing forth more, you know, more prophecy. So like if I seem like I'm hot right now, I'm not mad. I'm just a little passionate. It just gets tiring seeing wickedness all the damn time, and we hadn't even seen the the worst of it yet. Proverbs 8:32, I believe, or 8:34, one of those two. Blessed is he who waiteth at my gates. Right? That's what we're waiting, man. We're waiting at the Lord's gates, no matter how long it takes. And of course, we want to be up out of this place. We can't wait to be up out of this place. You know what I'm saying? Said hasten the day of the Lord. We just gotta be patient. And we know it's not gonna tarry, meaning it's not gonna delay. It's gonna happen when it's supposed to happen. And right now it's not the time. Until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms to pour upon them mine indignation, even all my fierce anger, right? So everybody's gonna get it. Not just the Israelites, all the nations, because y'all all are guilty. Y'all are found guilty, especially Esau Edom. Y'all all are found guilty, even on my fierce anger. For all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy, right? So you're seeing these things going over there, but it's gonna happen all over, man. You know, earthquakes in diverse places, many places, man. Not just not just Jake getting judged, which we're going through Jacob's trouble first, but eventually all of these nations are gonna suffer, man. Especially over here, Babylon the Great and the unrecognized state of Israel. All gonna suffer, man. For all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. For then will I turn the people a pure language that they may all call upon the name of Yahweh to serve him one consent. Right? Like I said, it doesn't matter if you comply. Well, it does matter. It matters if you comply now. It would be more wise of you to comply now than to have to get fucked up on this side. But if you don't comply on this side, uh you're still gonna be under the Lord's leadership. So it doesn't matter what you choose. I mean, so like I shouldn't say it don't matter what you choose, but if you're in denial, it doesn't matter if you're in denial. You're still gonna get this work regardless. So that's on you. Just read it in the NLT. My scattered people will live beyond the rivers of Ethiopia. So like this verse 9. Then I will purify the speech of all people so that everyone can worship Yahweh together. Okay? All the nations are gonna be under his dominion, man. All of them. He's gonna rule the nations with a rod of iron. Say how shall. But that's speaking about the Heavenly Father. I had a few more precepts I want to get real quick. And then you see, like, how you not paying attention to the signs, bro? You literally have a city that got shut down, that have no emergency services. People weren't paying bills. They told them not to pay bills. You gotta look at the elder bishop of Jersey's video. I seen that yesterday where he was talking about that. Sison City in California. I have it pulled up still. Ah, that motherfucker deleted Salaki. I had it pulled up though. Sison, Susan City. Sound like some shit out of an anime. Susan City. Public safety services remain active following a cybersecurity incident Saturday through City Hall and several go with the bullshit. And several municipal departments were closed to the public Monday, August 10th. Right. So it had a little baby scare. That's just the beginning, man. It's gonna get way worse than that. Way worse than that. You're gonna see complete shutdowns, bro. People gonna be sitting there, the ones that are ignorant, are gonna be sitting there wondering what the hell's happening. Habakkuk 1 and 5. It says, Behold ye among the heathen, and regard and wonder marvelously, for I will work a work in your days, which ye will not believe, though it be told you. We telling you these things, but the people choose not to believe. Oh, I can't see that happening, bro. Not in our lifetime. No, that's not gonna happen in our generation. And a lot of that is just denial, man, because they don't want to wake up. You know, they like to either they want to live in ignorance, not knowing, which that's not gonna work with the Lord. Because if you heard it, if you were told the message, you're not exempt no more, or you're scared, or you don't want to lose your life over here because you get to do wickedness. You don't have to fall after the law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord. But very soon you're not gonna have a choice. So yeah, man. That being said, man, Lord willing, the lesson was edifying to those out there listening or watching. It's a little update in the news. Lord said that these things are gonna come to pass in the latter days and the last days. How you can't see this, I don't know. Which of course that's a rhetorical question. But for real though, how you cannot see this out here trying to build a life on this side, have children and shit. That's one of the stupidest things you could do is think that there's any type of value in this place, man. It's fucking through. It is over with, bro. The American dream is over with. It never was an American dream. That shit was made up. But all this shit, bro, is over with, bro. It's all over with, man. It's too corrupt over here. You can't even live. You can't fucking live, bro. So, like I was saying, with that being said, Lord willing, the lessons edifying of those out there listening and watching. I'm going to close it off there. Sure. Shalom.